They're on my heels. I made this song, and I don't know, everything got weird. It goes, I should have killed my ass. A hardy of love. I miss him, but I hate him, and I want his heart for love. Take back what I said. I was hard for you. Next time I'm in love, beware. Beware. Whew! But if I tell the truth, he was the most stubborn to kill. He was. I didn't even feel like the murderous vibe toward him until he let his roommate threaten my life. It was weird because it was his birthday. I was setting up, trying to make sure he had a good time. So I invited all his roommates into the living room. And I'm like, hey, I need y'all's numbers. We're gonna do a trapdoor, backdoor dinner situation in New York. Those kind of, you show up, there's a door and you don't know where that door leads to, and you open it and it's a luxury restaurant. That's what I found for him. I'm telling his roommate about it. She's kind of into it, but she was being weird. It seemed like she was lurking. And then she turns to me and she says, if you ever hurt him like that again, I will break your fucking neck. And I was stunned, because I'm like, what did I do? I don't remember hurting him at all. I just remember sending a text that was like, I hope you have a terrible Halloween. I hope it ends in a pile of throw up. But what is that? That's not actually mean. You know what I mean? Mean is texting me 4-page letter, like Aaliyah's Ghost of Christmas Past, about how I ain't shit. 4 pages. You know those iMessage texts that you get where you have to click the message to see the whole thing? One of those. 4 pages. He said a lot of stuff. He said, yeah, the reason that people don't like you is because you're not nice. And he wasn't wrong. I'm not nice. I'm not trying to be nice though. My goal is to be my goal is to be so fucking rich. You know what I mean? Being nice isn't gonna get me from the shithole I lived in. Actually, currently, my apartment's kind of cute. I got an apartment now. I didn't have an apartment then though. That's how I ended up in his place. I was homeless for 2.5 years. The pandemic fucked me up. I was a teacher, teaching creative writing. The school said fuck the arts. We got to teach these motherfuckers math, STEAM even. Without the A, really, because they cut the arts. And so I was staying in this place by accident. We were still on our, we broke up in 2019. We didn't stop fucking until 2021. So I'm at his place thinking we're just gonna have another hookup. He had a job though. He's a photographer, a self-portrait photographer. Never date a self-portrait photographer. What? In the age of the selfie? What? In the age of the self-help book? What? It's too much. The trifecta of hell. Anyways, he had a shoot. He comes back home and he's like, I was like, what's that? Mind you, this is 2021. Do you have something in your throat? Are you about to kill us all? What was that? He had COVID, and now so did I. So I'm stuck at his house for a month. At first it was 2 weeks. Somehow we both reinfected each other, and then it extended for a whole month, which seemed like it would be a kind of romantic quarantine moment. Until his roommate threatened to break my neck. And it's the eve of his birthday, and he was about to go to the studio. So he's listening to us go back and forth, and me say girl, what's that? Because you're standing there, balcony. I will push you off it. And she's like, well, I just feel like he's done so much for you, and you should show better appreciation. She suggested that I fuck him. I'm like, girl, do you not hear us fucking? We are. I don't know why he's so upset. He just is upset. What else do self-portrait photographers feel other than upset? What do you mean? He stares at mirrors all day. His room was a hall of mirrors on the ceiling. And at first it was kind of freaky. I'm like, oh shit, I can see that shit. Damn, that I felt like I was living inside Twitter. I'm a freak Twitter hoe. You know? Anybody else? Y'all got freak Twitters? Don't want to share? I'll find you. Man, I loved him though. Second verse of that song, I didn't know it was a lost cause. I had a feeling we would make it because we loved us. Had to go my own way apart from you because your roommate threatened me. I kept my cool. Smooth criminal, the way I lean is pitiful. Seeking on love, smoking on weed, love sick in my mama living room, raging on the phone with Trace, the how we gang. Look how we play. I should have pushed her off the balcony. I'll be the villain in your story because you're dead to me. And that's the other part. I don't mind being the villain. Like I said, I don't mind not being liked. It doesn't get you so fucking rich. You know what I mean? What I'm not telling you is at that time, he did give me $300 once. But like, I needed like $3,000. Like, I was sleeping on everyone's couch. Like, sometimes it wasn't even a couch. It was just like, can I get a square of tile to lay my head on? Literally! And he treated me so bad. It was mean. I also was like comparing him to like these other people who were just like nicer to me. Like, I met this guy, his name's Louis, he lives in Flatbush. And we met on some hookup shit, because when you're homeless, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I just started fucking people for places to sleep. So I go to Louis' house thinking we're gonna hook up and I would have a nice bed, because, you know, that's where I was at. And when I met Louis, we still haven't fucked, we just chatted. We just chatted, he was asking me questions, I asked him questions, he played some like, it wasn't Jessie J, but someone who kind of looks like her. Like, oh, which one of those white girls with the bob? He was like playing white girls with bobs and like singing those songs, and I loved him immediately. When I had to get my COVID shot, I don't respond well to the COVID vaccine. I got them both though, you don't have to run away. Actually, I got them 3 because I went to Africa. I had to pay, that's a whole other story. It's crazy when you have to pay to go back to Africa. I'm never letting that go. And so, I'm at Louis' house because I tell Laquan, like, oh, I got the vaccine and I don't know, I just already don't feel well. And he was like, well, you gotta go somewhere else because you about to be tripping. And I was like, wow, you've always hated me. Because I can break down my love life into 4 eras. The first era is my straight boy days, you know? Like, imagine Jay-Z getting pegged by Beyonce. That was me. The second phase is my baby gay phase. It's like I arrived in Milwaukee like I had just kicked down the door waving a faux. Shout out to Biggie fucking everyone. I remember my first hookup. This boy was in an open relationship and he would always say, oh yeah, come on, like right after work. And he'd be like, oh yeah, my boyfriend doesn't care. But then he would be like, wait, my boyfriend's not home, so you should come over now. And I'm like, does he not care or are we sneaking around? I didn't care anyway, the pussy was good. My third era is the New York years. That's what made my hair manifest as it is atop my head now. New York is a bitch. It also was like great. I was in New York 5-6 years. Had the time of my life, started doing stand-up there. And in the beginning, like, when I would do stand-up, like, it was during the election. I think I started in like 2020. So Pete Buttigieg was in office and all my jokes were like, Pete doesn't look like he would take dick. Ah! He's the hungriest looking bottom with the lightest appetite. Ah! And those white people in New York were like, you are a sociopath. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I do my part, I don't recycle. Or, shit, they didn't like this one. I was like, I mean, the most liberal thing I've ever done is be an MVP bottom at a DL6 party in Crown Heights. I think that's a good, right? That's a good, that's a solid punch-up. I don't know. Maybe end of the world vibes, it wasn't me. So yeah, the New York years were cool. Now we're in the grown baddie years, and I have a new boyfriend. Yeah, shout out to love. Can we get another woo for love? Woo! We love love. We're trying to figure each other out though. Like, I'm realizing like adoration is not care. You know? You felt bad. Yeah. Those eyebrows went up into your hairline. You were like, bitch, more, say more! And I will. Because I realized like I have a feet kink. I do. I love some toes, some other things. We can get into it after. But like, I also work 10.5-hour shifts at Amazon. So you rubbing my feet at the end of the day, it can't just be about getting your dick hard. You know what I mean? Like it also just needs to be like, babe, I know you need that. Oh my God, what is happening to your body? Oh, capitalism is happening to my body. You know what I mean? And the other thing is what I'm not saying, because I'm trying not to like bring him into this. I keep trying to keep him out of it, but he is a cheap millionaire. He is. First of all, yeah, he's a millionaire. Right. He used to do investment banking. Let's run his history. So he used to do investment banking. Then he worked at Google. Then he worked at YouTube. Oh. Now he works at another tech company. Because I'm like, y'all don't look him up. Don't trust him, my man. So he works at some other tech company. He told them, like, if I'm going to move and work here, like, I need $1 million. And when he said that to me, he said it really casually. I said, okay, daddy, like, I love that in a man. Say what you want, get what you want. But also, your dollars do nothing for my body. You know what I mean? Do nothing for my mind and sense of peace, care, and tranquility. Which is honestly all you need after you've been couch surfing and dick surfing for 2.5 years. Like, that shit is real. But I love him. I love him to pieces. I sent him a playlist earlier. He was like, this is my love language. And I didn't have the balls to tell him, I hate people who talk about their love language. Because I do. Also, not even because I hate the love language thing. I think that's like a good way to communicate and get to know people. I just don't know my love language. They change all the time. Like sometimes it's quality time, but sometimes literally don't talk to me for 3 weeks. Like I'm a writer, I need my space. Sometimes it's just acts of service. Like suck my dick. Serve me. I don't want to go to dinner. Like he says this thing that I do love. He's like, I'm not food motivated. I am not food motivated. But I am throat motivated. Gag me up. Jeez. Welcome to a love joke, y'all. I'm really just supposed to be up here telling you the truth about love. And I realize that love is not only not about adoration. It's not about laying your heart on top of somebody while you both drift off to sleep. I'm going to tell you what it's about, because I wrote it down. And it was one of those moments where I was like, oh shit, I'm going to write this down. The truth about love is, life is a wound healing into dirt. Life is an opportunity of experience. And at times, someone must hold us connected to time for no other reason than love. I believe love is an adventure of commitment. We commit to one another to soothe the wound of our endless birth and death. That's what I think. My friend said, love is just deciding who you want to kill you. And so, I should have killed my ex. A hardy of love. I miss him, but I hate him. And I